Assalamualaikum brother guys. Paulo Costa just had an absolute masterclass against Azman Marzakanov. And we gotta break this shit down entirely. And also, not only that, but also Josh Hockett versus Derek Lewis is officially confirmed for the White House. Alright, so let's break everything down one by one. Alright, so I predicted Azamat to win by knockout because I didn't expect. Paulo Costa is too unpredictable. You guys know that. And judging by how good Azamat looked in his last fight against a top contender who is Alexander Rakic, yeah, I thought Azamat he'll get this on his hip, but to my and a lot of other people's surprise, Paulo Costa looked as good as he looked in his prime, if not much better. Like bro, this was peak Paulo Costa, I'd say. Like he looked so good. His striking was so on point. His legs, his footwork, everything. And in the second round, Marzakanov, caught him a few times. But still, his chin recovered very well and very quickly. So I'm really surprised by how good Paulo Costa really looked, and he really did work hard, really hard for this light heavyweight debut. And more than anything, like obviously recently in his fights, he didn't look. Like in his most recent middleweight fight, he looked good, but the one before that against Strickland, in that fight he looked shit. So I genuinely think he should stay here. Like after that impressive of a win over an undefeated Azman Marzakanov who just knocked out Alexander Rakic with a jab, like you have to realize like the stakes, right? And also, I think him against Yiri or Ulberg will be a very fun striking match, let's just say, because that fight was very entertaining to watch in my opinion. So yeah, I'm really glad that this happened. Paulo Costa, like I used to not like Paulo Costa. I'll be honest. Like he's just he used to like rub me the wrong way, I guess. But still, after all of this, after his redemption arc and the masterclass that he performed a few minutes ago, yeah, he definitely won my heart again. Definitely, 100%. And as far as Azam Barzakhanov goes, you can't really blame him for quitting because he was getting battered over and over again. And in the Joe Rogan said it best. In the third round, it looked like the man was possessed. Paulo Costa, like he came there, he started the round to finish the round basically as soon as possible. And that's genuinely the type of attitude you want from all fighters, I guess. It's beautiful what Paulo Costa has just done. And yeah, on the other hand, we have Derek Lewis versus Joshua Kidd confirmed for the White House. I'm really excited for this fight. I'm really more than anything, I'm glad that Josh is actually getting this opportunity that he actually deserves. He deserves to fight on the White House card more than anyone else after that fight that he just had about an hour ago. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a very entertaining fight against the Black Beast Derek Lewis. But stylistically, Derek is actually a pretty bad matchup for for Josh Hogan because Josh really likes to put his chin up and go like really try to hurt his enemies, like his opponents. Meanwhile, that's the exact thing that Derek Lewis actually wants. Like like the way in which Waldo knocked out Derek Lewis in his he stayed long. He tried to grapple, and that was his way, and that's typically the way the technique you use to beat someone as dangerous in the first round as Derek Lewis, right? So yeah, it's a very exciting announcement. I'll be honest, right? Because previously, the virus card was stacked, but it was a bit underwhelming. But I guess this makes it a bit better, just a bit better. Anyways, that's all, guys. Only the whenever left, then I can finally go sleep. Yuri Proskos counter. I'm going by Yuri by third round knockout to TKO. You guys, let me know what you guys think, and inshallah, I'll see you guys next time. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.